As I found myself wandering the snow-laden wastes of Rat Prime, 1,000 years after my last adventures on this planet, I had noticed crash sites of an Ark none too unfamiliar to that of Aberration. The glowing purple pools of Edmundium and the twisted glowing plant life that seems near animalistic rather than something you grow in a garden. Among the wreckage, I noticed beams of light shining along the icy drifts, followed closely by the sound of grunts and groans made by the lost souls ensnared in Rockwell's twisted affronts to nature. With spyglass in hand, I investigated further. What I glimpsed was something astonishing. A creature floating by some inflated eye sac-like structures, similar to barrel-eyed fish found in the oceans. These creatures seemed to have large, transparent domes that their eye stalks, resembling snails, seemed to float within. Given the formation of its eyes, this might suggest poor vision, but the size, coupled with the ability to emit light, might allow for at least minor shape recognition. Its body shares many other features of large toads, although lacking webbing between its feet and still harboring a tail, suggesting less of an aquatic transition from its younger stages to adult. Glowing tendrils are also present along its body, very similar to glowtails and bulb dogs, this being tied with a defensive adaptation used to prevent predation from a now rubbled Ark's top predators. In between the noise of the abominations below, small croaks could be heard coming from the creature. While typically a form of communication, I suspect it's potentially a byproduct of the production of gases used to inflate its eyes. I find the symbiotic relationship between the revenants and this creature fascinating. Given the hypothesis that these creatures lay their eggs in small colonies around the aberrant zones, the heat of the pools helping incubate them, it could be surmised that these creatures use the hyper-aggression of the revenants to protect their spawning grounds. One observation that left me baffled was what seemed to be lasers shot from within its eye stalks. These, upon further research, are most likely not all lasers, but instead a laminar flow of bioluminescent discharge, possibly holding spores from toxic mushrooms, likely derived from the ones within the green zones of aberration, driving creatures into an uncontrollable state, much like the furor of a Yudi. As for the damaging laser light emitting from its eyes, the stalks seem to be able to contract into lenses capable of focusing its charged light emissions into laser points. Coupled to that is another curious behavior, the ability to lob infected saliva at certain targets, inflicting them with revenant-like tentacles, turning any unafflicted creatures within the area aggressive towards it. This is possibly due to its diet, scraping pieces of meat-like plants and carcasses into its mouth, and possibly toxic shrooms as well. From these observations, I conclude that these creatures, while made unnaturally and a product of genetic engineering, seems that they have adapted well to the remnants of the environment. It's a wonder if these creatures will be able to adapt and survive after the reseed protocol purges the Edmundium from these areas, but only time will tell. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I really hope that you enjoy this kind of video. It's definitely something new for me, it's something new for the channel, and yeah, I want to take a little crack at my own kind of dossier for some of these creatures, maybe throw in a little bit of speculative biology in there. I'm not a certified biologist by any means, but you know, just taking a little shot here and there. So I hope you guys enjoy. Make sure you like, subscribe, all that jazz, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.